everyone, Miss Tui here. Today we are going to cover parts of speech. Noun, I know that one. Adjective, that describes a noun. But preposition, I'm not so sure. Today we are going to define, identify, and use nouns, adjectives, and prepositions in our work. For today's lesson, you will need your Ozobot fully charged and calibrated, your prepositions by chance activity sheets, and your prepositions by chance map, and a pencil. By the end of today's lesson, you will be able to identify, define, and use prepositions, nouns, and adjectives. Find your prepositions by chance activity sheet. Look at the top of the page. Let's begin by recording definitions. Let's review nouns first. Nouns are words that represent people, places, or things. Some examples of nouns include mailman, cat, hand, sky, and hamburger. Nouns are used as the subject of a sentence and also the object of a sentence, like the mailman delivered the packages. Mailman is a noun and the subject of a sentence. Packages is also a noun and the object of a sentence. Can you write the definition of a noun on your paper? Next, we have adjectives, which describe nouns. Some examples of adjectives are purple, soft, big, fluffy, and delicious. In the sentence, the fluffy cat was soft, we have two adjectives. Fluffy describes the cat, and so does soft. Can you write the definition of adjective on your paper? Now let's get around to prepositions. Prepositions establish relationships by telling us where, when, and how things are related to each other. Some examples of prepositions are over, under, and on. Those tell us the relationship of where. Before and after are prepositions that show us the relationship of when. Because of is an example of a preposition that shows how things are related. Can you write the definition of preposition on your paper? Now for the most fun part of our activity. Find your prepositions by chance activity map. Grab your Ozobot and turn it on and place it in the middle facing any direction. Ozobot turns randomly at intersections, so you'll never know where it's going to go. When Ozobot comes to a word, decide whether that word is a noun, adjective, or preposition, and write the word in the appropriate column on your activity sheet. Let's do one together. I'll place Ozobot on start and we'll watch it go. The first word it came to is through. Is through a preposition, a noun, or an adjective? That's right, it's a preposition. Let Ozobot continue to move along the map and choose new words until you have all 16 words on your chart. If it crosses the same word more than once, only write it once on your activity sheet. After about 8 minutes, if your bot hasn't chosen all the words, go ahead and write the remaining words in the appropriate columns and move on to the sentences section of your activity sheet. Fantastic work. Now that you've identified all the words, use the sentences section of your activity sheet to write sentences containing the prepositions from your chart. Let's do one together. Take the preposition behind. You will write that under the preposition section on your page. On the longer line, you will write a sentence. Mine says, Supergirl flew behind the train. Underneath the sentence, there are more blanks to fill in. The first blank is your preposition, the same one from above. In this example, we'll write behind again here. Then we are highlighting the relationship of our sentence. So we would put Supergirl in the first blank and train in the second blank. So this would read, behind shows the relationship between Supergirl and the train. Now it's your turn. Can you write a sentence for each of the prepositions and fill in the relationship below it? Now that you've completed the activity page, let's be sure you're all finished. Do you have a definition for each part of speech? Have you correctly categorized all 16 words? Did you write a sentence for each preposition? And did you complete the relationship blanks for each sentence? Nice work today. See you again soon for our next activity.